what's going on, Ram fans? Mark from Rams Up here. Let's talk about this Rams Raiders game. What are my fearsome four keys to victory? What do the Rams need to do to secure a win over the Raiders? Rams are 7-point favorites now. Everything trending in the right direction for our Rams, at least in this game. Some guys getting healthy, but we've been watching this team all year. And a lot of us aren't convinced that they have what it takes even to beat these 7-point underdog Raiders. But let's focus on the things that, some of these are probably kind of obvious, but let's go through it. What are my fearsome four keys to victory? Well, number one, broken record here, touchdowns. Baby, please, some touchdowns. We need to be successful in the red zone. Now, a lot of people will say, Paul and Ian are steadfast on encouraging the Rams to run the ball with Kyren Williams and maybe some Blake Corum too, punch it into the end zone. Hey, I don't care how they get it done. We have the talent at the quarterback position and the wide receiver position, especially if Cooper Kupp returns, and the tight ends to get the ball in the end zone, please. We're not going to be successful every time, but my concern is that we're developing a vibe on this team that, hey, you know what? We can't get it done in the red zone. And at some point, you got to break through, start cashing in on these long drives. I've read that a lot of teams' defensive approach to the Rams is to go light boxes, let them chew up some clock, run the ball down the field if they want. They're eventually maybe going to get frustrated and start chucking the ball all over the place, especially in the red zone. They're going to abandon the run and we'll force you to kick field goals because we're not going to let you score on the ground or through the air. But I think they're basically counting on the Rams, on Sean McVay, going to the pass, hand the ball off once, doesn't work. Throw the ball two more times, kick the field goal. So the Rams got to figure it out. I don't care if it's on the ground or through the air. Let's score touchdowns. And the second thing we need to do, we saw a little bit of it a couple of games ago, some creativity on offense. Let's change it up a little bit, mix it up, get Blake Corum in a little bit, two tight end sets, 12 personnel, jet sweeps, get different guys involved. Hunter Long finally had a couple of receptions against the Packers. Davis Allen, can we get him involved? Just some creativity that we've seen from so many other teams and really been disappointed in this Rams offensive brain trust, their inability to draw things up. Throw some exciting football out there for us, some exciting and successful play designs on the offensive side. So we're hoping to see that. Saw a little bit of it, but not quite enough. The third thing we need to do is, there's one guy on this Raiders team that can really wreck a game for you, and that's Max Crosby. We got to take care of him. Make sure, kind of like, I don't know if you remember those pregame videos of coaches going up against the Rams and talking in a very similar fashion about guys like Robert Quinn and Aaron Donald. Don't let them destroy your game plan. Now, Crosby was listed as limited on Thursday. Probably going to end up playing though, right? We'll see. But if he does play, and I expect him to, shouldn't be too difficult for the Rams to figure out a way to limit his impact, especially on the passing game. And the fourth thing we need to do is just avoid those devastating plays against the Packers. It was a fumble deep in Packer territory. Then we had the fumble deep in our own end the previous game. Stafford getting strip sacked, giving up an easy touchdown. That was against the Bears. And then we had, getting gashed by tight ends for 80 yards and wide receivers for 60 yards. Just too many big plays, splash plays that are really a result of Ram breakdowns in one form or another, either blocking miscues and exposing Stafford, as in the Chicago game, Kyron's fumble on a game that we should have won, going in for the go-ahead touchdown, fumbles it in Packers territory. And then, they're just giving up these big plays to opposing offenses. Make them earn it. Make them drive the ball down the field like we used to and like other teams are making us do, but we're just giving up too many big plays. So bottom line in this game, this is the way I look at it. If we can't beat this team, then you know what? We should just start looking forward to next year. If Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford can't outdo Antonio Pierce and Aidan O'Connell, then what are we even talking about here? They got to get it done. There's just no excuse. We're the better team. We have the better quarterback. We have the better coach. Just don't screw it up, guys. Play fundamentally sound football, a little bit of creativity, punch it in the red zone, and take care of Max Crosby, and all will be good. Rams will move to 2-4 and be looking ahead to possibly getting to 3-4 as the Minnesota Vikings come to town for that Thursday night game. And don't doubt the Rams' ability to win that game. I think that could be a really good game. Got to get through this one first, take care of the Raiders, get to 2-4. Rams will still be relevant, at least for another week. Out here from Rams Up.